something else I called. I'm on a hot streak as far as calling things, man. I told y'all Jeff Teague was going to be traded, and they were going to give the keys to the car to Dennis Schroeder. And I also been telling y'all another thing that would make sense. I didn't say it would happen, though, but it happened. We'll talk about Dwight Howard coming to ATL. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
Ladies, have you been experiencing tough times lately? Is your man not eating the potato salad the way he used to? Things a little stressful at work? Well, I'm sure your girls have told you that there's a new spot in town. So come on over to SME After Dark and allow me, Christopher Tracy, and the Honorable Deacon Aloysius Forever Love serve you up with some solutions to your problems in the Lonely Hearts Cafe.
If I tell you that I love you, then I love you. If I tell you that I trust you, then I trust you. But don't lie to me. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie. If I tell you that I love you, then I love you.
Hey you, it's your girl Spicy, host of Spicy Conversations. Join me and my sexy guest as we discuss relationships, sex, and lots of pleasure. A full 2 hours of erotic fun that you don't want to miss. Are you ready to add some spice to your life? Hell yeah, you are. And I am ready to please you. Spicy Conversations, SME After Dark.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, man, I really do appreciate it. Hey, check this out. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, and I meant to ask this on Friday as well. If you're new to the show, man, if you can, go into the chat room and tell me how you heard about the show. I need you to tell me, a friend told you, you saw an ad on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever. Give your boy that information, man, because we're trying to hone and fine-tune where we spend our marketing dollars at, man, to get our listenership up. So if you're in the chat room, man, if you just started listening to the show over the last couple of days, maybe like the last week, go in the chat room on Spreaker.com and say, Doug, I heard about the show here, and we really would appreciate it, all right? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Still reading your chat, getting your thoughts on Kevin Durant going to Golden State. I'll get back into that in a second, but the other big news, I guess, over the weekend was Dwight Howard is coming home to ATL. Now, if you listen to this show over the last, I don't know, this show and the 2 Live Shoes over the last 10 years, doing my DMX right there. Over the last 10 years, you know that I'm not a fan of Dwight Howard. I am not. It's a long story. It's a long-ass story. That being said, I've been saying it consistently, man. Even, I think when he left the Lakers or when he left one of the stops that he was at or even when he was even thinking about leaving Orlando and however he left Orlando to go to the Lakers, that I thought it would be a good idea, especially over the last couple of years. I thought it would be a good idea as star had been dimming. I thought it would have been a good idea for him to come play for the Hawks. And they needed a center. And Atlanta is this type of place, me being here for 21 years, everybody is in hip-hop. Everybody's an entertainer. They're in movies. They're in TV. They got a record label. It's very materialistic. A lot of the people around here, I believe, they call it Black Hollywood. And so, we needed a star. And I say we, I'm talking about the city of Atlanta. Atlanta needed a star. Now, Dwight isn't the star he used to be, clearly. But in relative terms, he's still a star. He's still a big name. And I just think him and the Hawks needed each other. The Hawks needed a star, which they have. And Dwight Howard, this might sound kind of corny, but Dwight Howard needed a team and a city that would love him again. And because he's worn out his welcome in L.A., in Orlando and Houston, I don't think there's another city in the NBA that would love Dwight the way that Atlanta's probably going to show him love this year. One, because he's from here, and because, once again, we needed a big star. So it's a perfect fit, man. And you look at their starting five now. They got a squad. On paper, on paper, they got a starting five. They got Dennis Schroeder, who I absolutely love, at the point guard. I guess right now they'll have Kyle Korver at the 2, who can shoot. He's a consummate shooter. Then you got Bazemore at the 3. Then you've got Paul Millsap at the 4. And then now you've got Dwight Howard at the 5. This is a team that's made it to the playoffs, I think, 9-10 years straight in a row. You add Dwight to the mix. Maybe they catch lightning in a bottle. Maybe Dwight Howard finally is, quote-unquote, healthy for the first time in many years, and he can give you Dwight Howard circa 2010 or 11 or something like that. And maybe they can make a run in the playoffs. In the Eastern Conference, obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers are the cream of the crop of the Eastern Conference. But maybe the Hawks do something, man. They got a star. I think that's a good look. People should go down there and support. I like the move for both Dwight Howard and I like the move for the Atlanta Hawks, man, and for the city of Atlanta. I like it a lot. Yeah. From Finance Johnny, Doug, what did you say when Karl Malone and Gary Payton came to the Lakers? They were coming to the Lakers at the end of their career trying to win a ring. They were trying to win a ring at the end of their career. Right. Players do that all the time. No one really has a problem with it that I can tell. I never did with that as well. From Willie D, Dwight was looking for a fan-friendly crowd. ATL fans are no pushovers. I'm going to say this. ATL fans are much more hospitable than New York fans. And really pretty much it's New York is that whole area up there. New York, and really it's just the New York Knicks. But, yeah, I see what you're saying, man. From Brian Hill, and no two-guard on that team. They don't really have a traditional two-guard. I tell you what, though, the kid Brimby, what's his name, Brimbrey, and we didn't see a lot of St. Joseph's basketball down here in the South, obviously. But I went back and looked at some of the audio or some of the video of the Brimbrey kid from St. Joe's that they drafted this year. He's a beast. I mean, he's a player. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of James Harden. That type of skill set. A guy that can handle the ball, a guy that can pass, makes fantastic point guard-like passes, but can also shoot, can also take it to the basket and dunk on your ass. Look at some video, some video clips of the Brimby kid that they drafted this year out of St. Joe's. They also got the Prince kid out of Baylor. More of a swing type, small forward guy, a guy that's going to, finish at the rim more so than a shooter and a guy with all the skill set. But, I mean, I like what the Hawks are doing, man. And I guess they figured that we've tried to bring in these pieces, these interchangeable pieces over the years, and it just hadn't worked. Let's go ahead and give Dwight Howard all of this money, and I think he's going to get like $22 million a year. Let's give him this money, man. Let's try Dwight Howard. I mean, damn it, they've tried everything else, and nothing else has worked. I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't have a problem with it at all. I actually like it. From Dobby, Lord, think about that offense with the pick at the top with KD or with Draymond, then Clay and KD in each of the corners. Laugh aloud. What you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do? When they're going to spread the floor, I mean, y'all know what they're going to do in Golden State. They're going to spread the floor, and every one of them guys can hit three-pointers like it's nothing. Like it's absolutely nothing. I mean, it's ridiculous how much they hit these three-pointers over the last couple of years, talking about Clay and Steph. Now you add KD? That's not fair. It's just not fair. From Gary G. Money Joyner, Jim Buss has put the Lakers in great position. Signing Mozgov was huge for us haters. Shut up, man. Just shut up. Just shut up. That's another big move to happen this weekend, kind of, sort of. That was a big no move to happen this past weekend. The Los Angeles Lakers, if you're new to the show and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, the Lakers signed Timothy Mozgov. I think we did talk about this Friday before I left. It's a $60 million deal, man. Once again, let me reiterate. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that all of these cats, once again, all of these dudes getting money, man. This crazy money is just insane to watch. They gave Mike freaking Conley $150 million. Praise his holy name. They gave Mike Conley $150 million guaranteed. You do know that the NBA is guaranteed, right? $150 million guaranteed dollars to Mike Conley. I think the stat was that he's never made an all-star team. What? What? Are you kidding me? But anyway, back to Timothy Mozgov, man. He's a skilled big guy. Me trying to find the positives in this thing. He's a skilled big guy. He's kind of like the poor man's Pau Gasol. I mean, a real poor man. I mean, a real poor man. Maybe it'll work out, man. We got some interesting young pieces out in L.A., but it's not going to look good. I mean, they're clearly not going to win a title because Golden State should win the next 5. Like, when they sat that contract, when they finished typing up that contract to give to Mike Conley, like, the owner and the GM should have looked at each other and slapped the dog doo out of each other. They should have just simultaneously slapped each other. We can't give Mike Conley $150 million and then whap, slap each other. Nice player. Solid player. But damn it, just because you got the money don't mean you have to spend it. Give it to the poor. Give it to the needy. We living in a time, Fessa. We living in a time. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming back up next.
Hey, what's up, Stu Nation? This is your boy Reggie Lawrence, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents, one half of the Sports and More Show.
And I'm the other half, Vince Wright, all the way from Minnesota, the sports governor. And we have our show debuting on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network on Friday at noon Eastern Time. The Sports and More Show with Reggie and Vince. Make sure you tune in every Friday. And we are so happy we finally get to talk to you.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care.